it's your boy Nice This fucking guy from Canada, Ginseng, wanted me to show everybody how to stretch a sample in Fruity Loops today, right? So I got a sample here. It's called Fuck Your Sample. And we're gonna fuck your sample up. Don't worry, I ain't doing no chop and screw shit. Not yet anyway. Let's hear the sample. This shit got some mean chops in it too. Wow. Alright, right there I could just make a whole album off of. First and foremost. So what I do is I open up Slicex. And what I like about Slicex, it's a lot like Edison, but with Slicex you have a more precise chop when you're chopping up your samples. So there, I'll click on the samples little window here, drag the waveform into Slicex. Right. From there, I can play the sample in Slicex. Right. So there's two ways to do this. The first way is to hear something you like and loop it. Right. That's just an example, by the way. So went ahead of myself here. So what you do, you see how the leftmost part of the red is right here. You have to select a part in order to add a marker, but you want to go to add/remove marker, and you're adding your first marker. So from there, that whole waveform plays in a loop. Now I'll play it with the metronome so you hear clearly that the tempo is off, being that it's 140 and the tempo of the sample, the tempo of the sample is way less than that. Doesn't sound right. So what I like to do, really the majority of the time, I like to match the BPM or the tempo of the actual, I'm fucking high, don't mind me. I like to match up the actual tempo inside Fruity Loops to what I think the tempo of the sample is. I'm gonna say it's somewhere around like 88. No. Way slower than that. I'm gonna say like 78. Okay, so we're at like 80. Alright, anyway. So I don't want the actual joint to be too slow, so that's a pretty good estimation. What I do is I'll bring it up to more or less what I want the track to be. I'm gonna say like, let's go like 80, 85. So that's a little bit better. Now here's the beautiful thing about this. If you look at this waveform right here, right? It's not on point. This is your first beat in the bar, second beat, third beat, fourth beat. This is bar 2, right? You see the number 2 right here? It's probably too small for you, but whatever, fuck you. So what I do is I click this little horseshoe thing, and I'll either go to 1/6 step or none. In this case, I'll use 1/6 step. Then you want to press P. If you're not using your typing keyboard to piano keyboard, you want to have that off. You want to press P. P is for your pencil tool. That lets you move shit. So it also lets you resize. So here, in this little area here, this is your focus. I want to click stretch. Zero cross does this, which I don't want it to do. What I want it to do is stretch. So now that I'm on 1/6 step, and I have my pencil selected and I have stretch selected, I'm going to go ahead and stretch that motherfucker. like a pussy. Fuck her right in the pussy. Anyway, so there, it's stretched. Now I want to click zero cross so I can just adjust it. Then you want to press C for your cutting tool. Oh, excuse me. Actually, before you cut, you want to go back to the horseshoe and you want to click cell. That snaps your grid to the cell. And then you want to press C for your cutting tool. Cut. Alright, whatever. It's not perfect. It doesn't really matter. Because from there, I'm going to put that into bar 2. And then I'm going to put it into bar 3 and bar 4. Alright? Now let's hear it. With the metronome. And then I'll take it off. Right. So I actually want to stretch the sample out just a little more. And the reason for that is because it's kind of offbeat. Just a tad. There we go. Now the other method that I'm afraid to use because there's a bit of a delay when I'm recording video and I have Fruity Loops open is pretty much the same thing that we did in Slicex, except now we're gonna do chops. So if you want to do chops, basically what you're gonna do, open Slicex, drag your sample in there. Alright, you're gonna right click where it says slicing, this little slicer tool, and you're gonna go to large grid slicing. I like large grid. I'm gonna hit a couple keys on my keyboard. Anyway, I'm getting open off of these chops. So basically, the first key on my keyboard is this slice right here. So I'll go here. I'm gonna adjust that. Oh. That's like C1 and C sharp flat. I don't know. I don't fucking read music, but it's like C1 and then the black key right after C1. So anyway, I'm gonna adjust that last sample a little bit. Okay, so from here, right, you're gonna double click on your marker and you click this thingy that says drag / copy sample / selection onto your playlist, right? And then from there, always try to click cell on the horseshoe in the playlist when you're arranging, not when you're stretching, but when you're arranging you want to have cell open so it just snaps. Now I'm gonna get funky with it. Hold on. This fucking ginseng guy got me fucking with samples. Word. Anyway, that's all y'all gonna get. I'm gonna work on this fucking beat now because these fucking chops got me open. I hope you learned something. Hit me up on Facebook. Hit me up on fucking Skype. Nice Sound Productions. Hit me up on fucking Twitter. Nice Sound Productions.